Geminis, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get into it. All right. This reading is for the 3rd of November through the 10th of November. Hopefully you all are getting your rest. Geminis, let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. 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 Geminis, let's see what's in your cards. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards, Geminis. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards, Geminis. Geminis. Talking to you wherever Gemini is in your birth chart. A team is coming together. Ooh. What they talking about? What are they talking about? What are they discussing? You are the discussion. 3 of Pentacles. There's some earth signs coming together. It's 3 of them. 3. 3, 3, 3. See this number 3 right here? So this number 3 right here doesn't look like a pair of lips, but 3 looks like, we draw number 3, it looks like lips, right? So 3. 3s are born to inspire. 3s are born to inspire. 3s root for the underdogs. 3 love to travel, right? This is the light side of the number 3. 3s know how to take lemons and make lemonade, right? 3s, love pets, things kind of like that. So 3s are trying to get everything all aligned. So you got 3 earth signs coming together. You got Virgo, Taurus, and a Capricorn trying to all come together, right? Trying to get, grounded on something. So they're trying to put together a plan, right? So, but you have a soulmate. You have a soulmate, someone who is pouring into you, like keeping your, that's why rest is so important, right? That's why it's so important. That's why I said, during the new moon phase, you want to make sure you are poured into. You don't really have anything to worry about. Keep your vibrations as high, because again, you were born to inspire. So time management is key, right? And who's on your team is also key, right? Because there's a light and dark side to things, right? So choose to stay on the light side. So always in a posture of gratitude. Here's the judgment card, right? So rise above any kind of judgment. Anybody who you feel like may be judging you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Keep your vibrations high. A lot of things come to you when you keep your vibrations high. Don't hover down in a low vibration, because when you operate in the flesh, there's a lot of energies who operate in the flesh. They operate in their demons, right? The devil. They operate on that. And the devil is very crafty, right? So the devil likes to keep people angry, enraged, frustrated, confused. You don't know who you can trust, all of this other stuff, right? So don't operate on that frequency. Keep your vibrations high. So here we have the Page of Pentacles. Because somebody's going to feel like they have a whole new lease on life. So while other people are wasting their money, signing a new lease to team up, to be connected, to be closer to you, because this is what this is, to be closer to you, right? And you've already been made aware of something. Here we have the Ace of Wands here. You've already been made aware of something. You feel like a whole new lease on life, because actually source is increasing your money, right? So there are energies that's wasting their money to think they're becoming more familiar with you as far as your money is concerned, because they're planning something, right? Source is actually increasing your money and protecting you, because you're at a higher frequency, breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses, right? So soulmate is not always romantic, just so we're crystal clear. Soulmate is a part of your soul community, soul tribe. So they already feel stuff, right? So you don't always have to be physically near your soulmate. Your soulmate can literally be your next door neighbor. They can feel something, right? So your soulmate, for instance, could say, here, let's put a tracking device on your cell phone. Let's put a tracking device on your car. Let's put something on you to make sure they know where you are at all times. Your whole community could know where you are at all times, right? Because they could know what's going on, right? You could have attorneys in your circle, right? You could have law enforcement in your circle. They know where you are at all times, right? So you're not really worried about anything, and that throws familiar spirits off, right? They don't really know because they think they're wasting money, right? Coming together as a team, talking. Again, so sources say you don't have anything to worry about. Gemini, just rise above whatever they think you're judging them. You don't worry about them judging you. You're breaking generational cycles, changing curses. So anyway, let's see what else we got going on. So yeah, this is going to be a great week for you all. It's going to be a great week for you all. So relax this weekend. Just relax. Relax. Get everything aligned for yourselves. Get your rest. All of those things. That's it. Judgment card. Yeah. So again, his coexist. This usually is not a card in the tarot. Coexist card. This just happens to be in this particular deck, right? So it's two energies that's chained to the devil. That's chained to. When I say the devil, we're not calling a person the devil. So be crystal clear. There's a lot of people who demonize other human beings. The devil is a spirit. So we don't even do that on this channel. That's not even, because everybody was created by the creator. So we keep it high vibrational here. But the devil is a spirit. It's a carnal mind. It's a way of thinking, like operating in the flesh. It is the tempter, right? So it's tempting you to, like when you hear people say it's a cross to bear, but it's a, if I have to describe it, it's almost like not even acknowledging something. It's being arrogant. Oh, I don't have any demons. Like, I don't have any temptations. Like, oh, come on now. Everybody's in human flesh. Everybody has temptations. Like, if you were to call out something like, oh, sweets are not your temptation. Like, you don't, like, I say, oh, yeah. I mean, I thought you was talking about, because again, that's what some people are conditioned to believe is something like, whatever they thought, it was gluttony. Gluttony is like, it could be like overeating or, something like that. You never, you could sit, well, again, you're not judging anybody, right? Judging anybody. Anyway, you're not under their judgment, so whatever. But anyway, so yeah, the devil is in the details, right? And so here we have, right here, we're talking about coexisting. Some people don't want to coexist. It's their way or the highway. That's what it really boils down to. So source is saying, like I said, a team of energies are coming together. They're basically saying it's their way or the highway. So they physically are aligning, like wasting money, actually. They're wasting money. So where are those resources coming from? Right, where those resources are coming from somewhere. Source is actually increasing your resources. That's not a part of a team that you want to be on, right? You don't even want to be on that team. Source is actually putting your community together. So what Source is actually revealing to you is who's on what team, giving you an opportunity to purge. So what's happening, Gemini, is your ruling planet, your ruling planet Mercury, is about to go pre-shadow retrograde. So if you all pay attention, Source is going to tell you who's on what team. They won't even be able to hide it by their judgment, by how they judge you. They won't be able to hide it. Keep your vibrations high. They'll just come out and tell you. They'll just come right out and they won't even be able to hide it. Your third eye is open. They won't even be able to hide it. You'll just be purging left and right. I don't even want to align myself with you. And it's not, like I said, and it'll be in a very loving way, but basically, like, you just don't even want to align yourself with you. And it is like they'd be shocked. Like, I can't believe you don't want anything that's material from me, because that's how they operate. It's just like everything is just material. Like, no, you actually were operating in a spirit of love. It's not even, you don't want anything material, because that's just how they operate. So, like, no, it wasn't about that. Here we have the Madre Tierra. So yeah, so you're definitely closing out cycles. Yeah. For some people, it's only transactional. That's it. So it's going to be a hard lesson for a lot of people, because remember, air signs, connecting with the heart chakra, right? So yeah, you find out things that you have in common with people, but it's going to be a hard lesson for a lot of people who have treated their own families like that. Everything is about money. They can be bought. They say all of this family over everything, but as soon as somebody from the outside comes in and they talk negatively about their own blood relatives, because it's a paycheck or something that's going, get them to the next level involved financially, give them a position in an organization or whatever is involved, and they can sell out their own family, they'll do it in a heartbeat. So source is saying all of that's being exposed. All of it is being exposed. So 6 of Cups. So you're moving on in childlike faith. Yeah, you are moving on in childlike faith. Because this is what's exposed. You don't have an issue with any of these people. You never had an issue with these energies right here. On this card right here, even though this card is not the regular part of tarot right here, you never had an issue with these energies. But apparently these issues have an issue with you. And that is being exposed. Here we have the Queen of Swords. So you're sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts. You don't want to have what somebody is really starting to see is, because if you can see the light in other people, and this is across the board in other human beings. Remember, your symbol is the twins, right? And if you remember, there's a dark man that's looking down over a lighter woman, but they're actually twins, right? But it symbolizes duality. They're the same person. It's just the light and dark of each of a human being, right? So it's duality. They twins, right? It's the divine masculine to the divine feminine of a person, right? So they're the same energy. If all people can see when they look at you is the darkness in you, and we're not talking about skin color, we're talking about like they see you as this, like the devil. So it's just saying you don't want to interact with them. If all you can see is the light in them, you see balance in them. Like you don't see them as your creator. You see them in human form. Like you would give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Just based on your interaction with them, you would give them the benefit of the doubt. So you're not idolizing anybody. You're not idolizing a human being. You're just saying, no, you respect their title, their position, their office, whatever it is, you respect it, right? But you're not idolizing a human being, right? So source is saying that's what this is here. So anybody who is aligning something for just, so you're gonna be doing a lot of purging. I'm telling you, you're detaching. Here's the number 8 right here. It's because the 8 is the dark side of 8. Looking here is, and I know that you're purging because of the 6 of Cups that connects us with Scorpio. Scorpio is a death rebirth card, and Scorpio is ruled by the Judgment card and the Tower card. Somebody is having an awakening, and you're in a very vulnerable state right now, but you're divinely protected. So as you all, source is actually increasing your money. Source is increasing your money. So it could look like a decrease, but you're going to start seeing increase come in other forms, like in other areas of your life. So for instance, let me see, how would this work? Okay, let's see. Okay, for instance, you could be working in a department. Like, I see somebody getting a raise, right? I see you getting like a raise, right? Working in a new department, like in a leadership position. So for instance, this is how it works, because the money is a form of energy. So let's say you work in one department where you have a title, you're capped out at, let's say you're capped out at $100,000 a year for somebody, right? Let's say you're capped out at $100,000 a year. You have a title, you have a position, title position, you're capped out at $100,000 a year, right? But you have no authority in that position. You can't do anything. Matter of fact, to add insult to injury, not only can you have no you have no authority to make any decisions in that position. Anything that goes wrong in that position, you're blamed for it, right? You can't work overtime. There's no comp time. There's no nothing, right? So, but it's just a title. So you can tell everybody, hey, I'm the such and such of the such and such department of this whatever company, right? So what I'm seeing in your cards, when I say a new lease on life, it may appear that you are taking a lower salary. However, source is saying, let's say you go down to $80,000 a year, right? But not only will the new position offer overtime, comp time, a better quality of life, so you have an opportunity to make well over $100,000, and you're happier, and you have it's a better fit for you emotionally. It better supports your mental health, if that makes it, if it makes any sense to somebody. So it's a soul community. It's a better fit for your soul, if that makes it, sense. So you can be more passionate about it. It doesn't feel like people are copying, stealing your ideas. It's not a stressful. It's a good stress. Then, right? So your third eye is definitely opening. Your third eye is definitely opening. So to a lot of things, right? It feels more aligned. It feels more aligned with where you are. So here we have the Chariot card. So it's a win for you. If that makes sense. So sources actually say you're hashtag winning. You're hashtag winning. So you're actually being rewarded for taking the high road. And that's what I talk about all the time in my readings. Keep your vibrations high. You're not judging anybody for wanting to break generational cycles, chains, and curses, and not wanting to be connected to family members, friends, anybody who wants to be idolized and who will just choose, material possession, money, whatever, over human beings. Yeah, and the universe fully supports that. You have to be on a particular frequency, and money, that's a frequency. You have to be on a particular frequency. There's a lot of videos, Geminis. There was this video. Actually, I've seen a lot of them come out a lot recently. A lot of very wealthy people have been coming out saying, when they're on their deathbed, they're not looking for what's the latest car that came out, how much money they have in a bank account, all of that other stuff. They want to be surrounded by the people that they love. Like, what? Some people don't get it. Some people don't get it. But they will. So yeah, so Source is trying to help you. Source is trying to help you right now to make, to get it aligned. Like trying to really, really get it aligned. But some people are getting ready to be really, really shocked that you are not going to want to be aligned with certain people because they don't even see that it's already happening right now. They see it online. It's still connected with just this whole idea of the material world. They just I don't know. They'll see. And they ruthless. Here we have, but you free. You are free. You're free. Here we have the Knight of Wands here. So yeah, you're free. Yep, that's where your breakthrough is going to come in. That is where your breakthrough is going to come in. But it's going to give some people a nervous breakdown that they have been just, it is. They're going to ask you what the motive is. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm telling you, watch. Some people are going to just, why would you? Let me stay with the scenario of somebody saying, and this, remember, this is just a scenario, right? Some people are going to be like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Why would you leave this for that? Why don't you want to be a part of? Because you moved from your heart chakra. That's why. That's a higher that's the higher chakras. You look for what you have in common with other human beings. It's never about just money. Like, what is wrong with... Anyway, that would sound judgmental if I say what was wrong with humans, but for real, that's what and the universe fully supports it. So if they don't get it, hey, you don't even, that would be literally like talking to the trees. I mean, the trees would get it. I don't know. But here we go. So here we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Continue working hard for you. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So like I said, you Queen of Pentacles, you're down to earth, you're relatable, you get it. You drank the potion, you ate the cake, you went on a peculiar journey, you woke up, you know, somebody else's fairy tale was your nightmare. So you get it, you understand. You're not judging anybody, but you're not under their judgment either, you know. So Devil card came out twice. You're just closing out the cycle. You're just closing out the cycle. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. That's the source is trying to tell you. It's like, look, it's like some people, they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. It's like the people want to gather around and have a talk about, I don't understand. Like I said, these energies right here would rather try to ruin you, and they ruthless. That is the part because something in them for you, Gemini, knows that you're on to something. They know that you're on to something. That they know that you're on to something. Y'all got to understand the devil's job is to kill, steal, and destroy. If they know that you're on to something, okay, we know that Gemini is on to something. And I'm talking to you wherever Gemini is in your birth chart. There's something that Gemini is saying. You can just see it in their energy. Is something you're on to something, Gemini. And, okay, if Gemini doesn't want to be on this team, they must know something. Y'all are incredibly smart. You must know something, right? Here's the Five of Pentacles here. All that trash people were talking about you all. See this right here, where you live. You know, you live in this, I don't know where y'all live. Because I'm talking to a camera, right? This is a portal, right? I don't know where you live. I don't know what city, town, what continent you're on. But see the picture on this card right here? You're not giving people access to your life anymore. They've already talked trash about you. So you must have access to something. Because you don't want to be on their team. So somebody is being ruthless. Somebody being ruthless. Like I said, okay, you don't want to join this team. Okay, then we're gonna have to take you out. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. That's not going to happen. So good luck with it. So they're under judgment. They are under judgment. So this is already a win for you, and the universe is in your favor. These are the same energies you prayed for. They can't find that one person you ever said anything bad about them to. Here we have the Fool card. All you did was left the circus. That's it. You left the distractions behind. That's all you did. And they want this for you. They want death for you. Like what? Yeah, death to judgment. So here we have the Nine of Wands here. Yeah. Here we have the Seven of Swords here. So yeah, it just showed a lot of cracks and a lot of foundation. Like I said, it showed a lot of cracks and a lot of foundation, but you have a lot of ancestors around you. Once you stop, the number 7 is completion. So something is complete. It shows a lot of cracks in foundation when you move on from something and people start to assume, right? So the people start to assume. So maybe there was a death somewhere, like the ending of a job. That's what I said. This right here, somebody could have left the job. You could have left the geographical location. Something ended, right? And people start assuming something, like jumping to conclusions about something. So People who are only focused on the material world, Geminis, will never understand anybody who moves from their heart chakra. Y'all don't even have to, you don't even have to even get confused about this. For real, y'all don't even ever have to get confused about it. They will never understand it because they operate from their lowest, in this case, in this reading, they operate from their lowest chakra. Everything is about the material world. Everything. If they cannot feel it, taste it, and touch it, it doesn't exist for them. The sooner you all get that, then it's going to click. It's going to click. It's going to click in all your relationships. Because it doesn't make sense to them. It just doesn't make sense. You can cry. You can say, I don't understand why you don't love me. That's not my love language. You can say that all day long. They will look at you like you got an eyeball in the middle of your head. It just won't, it won't click. It really won't. That's not what they speak. So in this scenario here, where I see somebody getting a raise, it won't register if you left $100,000 job. In this scenario that I just gave somebody, if you left a $100,000 job, or if you left a 10-bedroom mansion to go travel across the world in an RV, it won't register for them. If it's a better quality of life for you, it doesn't compute. Because for them, all they see is that's all they see is the physical. That's it. And on the dark, dark, dark side of this, I hate to say this, so trigger warning for anybody, on the darkest side of this, if they were to lose everything, see this, if they were to lose their physical possessions, which I hope that doesn't happen for anybody. I really don't. I hope that doesn't happen for anybody. For them, and this is why they do anything. They will do anything for material possessions. They will have a nervous breakdown. So somebody is dealing with an emotional shark, and I'm talking about cold. So when you lost a loved one, when you lost something that was an emotional attachment for you, they showed no emotion. When I say black cold behind their eyes and something snuck up on you like a shark, when you went deep sea diving emotion, like you showed a deep emotion, like you allowed somebody to, somebody open up a part of themselves emotionally and let somebody see a part of you emotionally. You see this shark on this card right here? And somebody showed you no emotion. At that very moment, pull out your sword and cut them off. End it. End it right there. Take it to the next frequency. Because if you give them any more access, for you, it's almost like you're saying, you might as well just zombify out. End it right there. Stop going along with their flow. If somebody did that to them, you're not joining that team. Somebody did that to them. So they did that to you. You're not the only person, and you have an emotional connection with them. They're already contaminated. They'll do anything to you. Anything. When I say anything, anything. Cut them off. You that cold? I don't want you to be connected to me. You'll do anything to me for money, anything. This is a guy, this is a man. So somebody did this to them. Somebody did this to them. So you had to, when you ended, when you cut the emotional tie, it sent that spell right back to them. So they're drowning in something right now, right? They're drowning in something right now, right? So they're forced, whoever it is, and this is why Source is actually rewarding you, and the universe is actually in your favor, Gemini. And this is why judgment is coming down on these two energies right here, because now they're actually having to face their demons. They're having to face their demons, whatever those demons are. So hopefully this makes sense to somebody. You are this money hungry. You this money hungry. Judgment again. So it's three of them. Like I said right here, it's actually more energies involved. It's actually more energies involved because the devil, this right here, it's just like it's a puppet master, right? So it's just like puppets attached to this energy. Yep. All talking. Lots of communication going on there. Yep. 7 of Cups. Lots of conversation going on about a lot of things. A very toxic environment. Lots of talk. That's why I say keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high because it's a lot of you have a lot of blessings coming across your path, and not only that, you are emotionally mature enough. When you keep your water full, and that's what Source is trying to tell you, when you keep your water full, it's what's happening is not only is Source emptying emptying your cup of toxic energies, your third eye is open. So Source is exposing a lot of energies that are connected to other energies that will do anything. When I say anything for money, anything. Who are not on your same frequency, right? So money is a resource. We're talking about like people who are on your frequency. We're talking about people, people who are on your frequency. Obviously, that it's a resource that people use to pay their rent, to pay their whatever. But we're talking about people who are ruthless. People who are ruthless. We're talking about people who are ruthless. People who will hurt people. People who are, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's balances something out. Here's the 2 of coins. So the Source is trying to give you a healthy work-life balance. Yeah. So like I said, you've invested a lot of time in creating a life, for yourself, praying for these energies here. And these energies have invested a lot of time in demonizing you. So that's never going to work. So it's just making sure you have a healthy work-life balance and just stay focused, right? You have the whole world in front of you. Lots of travel coming your way. So this is this week for you all. Do a lot of planning, like about where you want to travel to, like the types of energies you want to meet, those kind of things. Here's some questions for you. First question is, what are you yearning? What is your heart yearning to learn and to do? Second question is, where do you want to be in 5 to 10 years? Third is, what are the main challenges on your path to your envisioned future? Fourth is, are there ways to solidify your foundation for taking off? Perhaps saving money so that you can leave your job or learning a new skill. And then also, are you on your path? Are you on your path? So somebody is definitely on, a spiritual path. So somebody, excuse me, could be you know, investing, you know, in your journey, possibly, because I'm seeing a lot of fire cards here. Maybe possibly investing in broadening, you know, your horizon in your spiritual journey as well, right? So if you're watching tarot, you probably are already on your path. If you got gemstones, crystals, if you're, you know, watching videos about like sound baths and like, if you're doing like, you know, other disciplines, right? Other disciplines, traveling. Here we have the Temperance card here, right? Which really speaks to just, harmony and balance. Like if you're just kind of sort of opening, so if a person says, oh, I'm about to go to my yoga class or things like that, it's like, oh, okay. So, you know, you tag along with your friend or whatever. They may be just talking about different practices and stuff there. You may be open, you know, to that, learning more about that. Yoga, Pilates, you know, things like that. So somebody may be also taking a cooking class, you know, things like that. So any place where you feel like if somebody says, oh, you don't know how to cook, you should know how to cook by now. Nobody ever taught you how to cook. That maybe not be a place where you feel safe, you know, for you. So where people are being shady, you know, towards, oh, or, you know, you may be learning new spices or herbs or, you know, like new recipes, those kind of things. So Source is cooking up something nice for you. And that could be part of someone's world travel, you know, learning new recipes, different things like that. But just being around different types of energies, So and that's what I'm seeing for you all. But yeah, your door is definitely closed to two different types of energies who just like to, like I said, be emotionally manipulative. Definitely different. And as far as because we're talking about pentacles here, as far as family members who will do anything for money, a lot of them don't even realize, because of their judgmental spirit and aligning themselves with people who, you know, who they have sold you out to. All they did was embarrass themselves. That's all they did was embarrass themselves. They just embarrassed their entire bloodline. They embarrassed their entire bloodline by talking about you. Yep, so that's what you're looking at. So here you have the gift of clairvoyance. You see things clearly. So take a leap of faith. Put yourselves first. Somebody secretly has a crush on you. You don't care about any secret crushes. You're trying to stay focused. Somebody's a succubus. So here we have the Archangel Michael is in your favor. Here we have your next love interest will make you happier, whoever that is. But solar plexus chakra cleanse, because you all are a mutable sign, right? So I do see somebody in a leadership position. You know, for like a whole new lease on life. You've been working really, really hard on something, and just like keeping people out of your business. I feel like Geminis, you all have just kind of sort of been like an open door, like just kind of opening up your life to people. Sources wants you to close it, because clearly seeing this right here, you all have been manipulated by people who don't know their worth and don't know their value. They are still buying into this, you know, buying into other people's fairy tales. And so it's just letting you know what team they're on, you know, being caught up in some kind of material world. So that's not the frequency you're on. But anyway, so you have the gift of clairsentience. You pick up on others' vibrations, their emotions, their moods, their feelings. And so make room for a new blessing. So close out the cycle in love. It's time to release the burden. Yep. So the spy is now turned on. Treat yourselves to a spa day, right? That could be somebody in your circle. But your enemy's plan backfired. The only enemy is the devil. Remember, the devil is not a person. It is a spirit. Money itself is not the enemy. It is a resource. But, you know, like I said, you got to determine what frequency you're on. You got to determine what frequency you're on, right? You got to determine what frequency you're on. But yeah, some people are, some people, this looks like somebody's been seeing you as competition. Like somebody's been seeing you as competition from the very beginning, and source is saying you're about to start traveling, learning new recipes, you know, meeting new people, all kinds of stuff. And so anybody, like I said, in your family, like somebody could be working a remote job. That again, that is offering somebody a better quality of life. That's why it's going to feel like I said, for you, it's going to feel like a whole new lease on life. So along the lines of somebody could have been making, and I'm just throwing a figure out there. You could be a multi-millionaire. I don't know, but I'm just throwing 100,000. Let's say you were making $100,000 a year and it went down to 80, but the perks and bonuses and everything, if you were to add all of that up, your tax benefit is going to be better. Your the earnings, you know, like in terms of like the opportunities are going to be better, you know, for you, and possibly in terms of travel. Let's say you work from home, so maybe you get dressed from the waist up when you're doing video conference calls or whatever. Maybe you are working remotely, you know, so the company pays for your travel expenses and everything, right? So it's just different. That's what's balancing things out. You're on a very creative team for somebody. So keep your vibrations very, very high. It's a totally different situation happen. So where people are being shady and seeing you as competition, like I said, there's still, maybe that was a fairy tale for them. Who knows? Let them still keep talking trash. Who cares? That's not the frequency that you're on. Keep your vibrations high. You're not judging them. That's outside. That's outside your vault door. So you can't hear what they're saying anyway. It doesn't even matter. You're buying into that. You only want to be connected to it. 25. I'm intelligent. So you have a great ability to take in and process information both on a conscious and subconscious level. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. 25. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got going on here. So, yeah, soul contract. Yep. Soul contract. I trust the timing of my life. Trust the timing of my life. Yeah. You're definitely not signing a contract with them. Nope. You do not want to be tied with them. Because everything on earth is already connected. Everything is on, because again, there is a very hefty price to pay when you're tied to that. Like I said, you're tied to that, right? So anyway, affirmations for awareness. I am whole. I am present. I am where I need to be. I am focused. I am living in the present moment. I am grateful for this life. I release all mental clutter. Mental blocks are being cleared, right? Yeah. I am cleared. Yeah. So that's when you know, if you've ever been like heavily recruited by companies, like people are like, oh my God, I saw this person's resume online, like, and you getting all these offers from everywhere. That should not stroke somebody's ego. It may feel good, you know, after a while. Like I talk to people who may be like, I got all these offers coming in from these different jobs. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, I'm so stressed out. For some people, that's a good problem to have, because it's better than nothing coming in. It's like crickets, right? It's like, so that gives you an opportunity to really sit down and think, okay, I need to get some rest, and I really need to kind of sort of narrow down some things to decide what frequency am I on, for real. Like what frequency are you on, right? Because money in itself is not bad. You know, you need a roof over your head. You need to, you know, pay your bills. You need, you know, those kind of things. But what is that? What does it look like for you in the future? What does it look like for you in the future? So, again, you're trying to break generational cycles, chains, and curses. You're not trying to judge anybody, like harshly judge people for their choices, but you're not under other people's, you know, judgment either. You know, some people are just cruel. They just ruthless. They don't care. They just like think you should know everything by now. You're supposed to do this, and they would have done it differently or better. Okay, whatever. 5 + 5 is 20. Whatever. Okay, that's what you say. Yep, that's it. That's the answer. So use your intuition. 28. But sit down and think about, you know, those things. In case I didn't give you the questions, here they are. 1, what is your heart yearning to learn and to do? Learn and do. 2nd, where do you want to be in 5 to 10 years? 3rd question is, what are your main challenges on your path to your envisioned future? 4th, are there ways to solidify your foundation for taking off? Perhaps saving money so that you can leave your job and learn a new skill. And then last but not least is, are you on your path? I think you all have a bonus video, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure you all do have a bonus video, because it's, yeah, I think you all, I'm sure you all have a bonus video. It's the same thing. It's almost like I said, some energies are trying to compete and compare. This is pretty sad. Like the videos, I'm seeing a lot of just like titles for a lot of different videos. But there's definitely some energies that's trying to make it seem like they don't want to coexist with you. Like something has just kind of like falling by the wayside, like there's something wrong, and because they don't know what's going on. You're keeping people out of your business so you can concentrate, really, right? And guess what? You're entitled. You don't have to give shady people access, to your lives. You don't have to. What may look like a downgrade for other people may just be a better fit for you in another career shift and change for you while you get some things restructured. So that's what I see for you all, Geminis. You're not signing a soul contract with these energies at all, whoever they are. You know what works best for you. Stop talking to them. Stop talking about them. If you have been talking about them, like I said, keep sending out love and light. That's it. So that I have for you. I will see you all in the next video. And if you have a bonus, and I think you do, it'll be over on the membership side for those of you all who are on the membership side. All right? Bye.